Hello everybody, welcome to my class. Hope everyone is fine. Here is my introduction. At first we have to see some pictures. So look at the following pictures. Look, now what we see a picture, it indicates transaction identification, and then the second picture indicates balance, which balance? Both side balance. The point of these two pictures is the main topic of our today's lesson. Before starting my lesson, you have to know the important topics. You have to know the accuracy of the accounts. Listen, to prepare the financial statement, to know the result of financial activities of a business concern at the end of the year. It is barely needed to ensure that all the transactions of that period have been recorded or posted correctly. In order to prove the accuracy that the total of accounts with debit balance agree with the total credit balances, and then a statement is prepared. Which statement is prepared? Think about it. I hope everyone got my point. Let's see what's the today's topic. Today's lesson is trial balance. Here's the learning outcomes. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain the concept of trial balance and you can prepare trial balance. Okay, at first we have to know the concept of trial balance. Trial balance is prepared to testify whether the transactions are recorded accurately or not. A trial balance is a list of debit and credit balances extracted from the ledger, including the balance of cash and bank columns of the cash book on a particular date. When the total of debit becomes equal to total of credit balance of the trial balance, generally it is assumed that there is no arithmetical mistake in the ledger and cash book. Otherwise, there might be some sort of errors and mistakes. Here's the short format of trial balance. That not also format, it's a rules. Okay, now here we see two sides. Number one is total debit and then total credit. Which sides will come from debit? Assets and expense, and then equity, liability and income will go credit side. Here's the pro forma of trial balance. At first you have to put the name of organization and then trial balance as that. Here's the date, which month and what's the date, and then year. And here's the format. In this format we can see 5 columns, right? Okay, it's the first column is serial code number. Serial number or serial code number. If there is any code number of accounts, then the code number is put here, and then name of the accounts and particulars. The full name of ledger accounts which serial numbers have been written in the first column are put in this column, such as capital, furniture, cash, etc. And then ledger folio, the page of the ledger where the balances of the concerned accounts are shown, are written in this column. By doing so, errors can easily be identified and rectified. And then debit taka, that means debit balance and credit balance. Debit balance, the amount of this debit balance of the ledger accounts are written in this column. On the other hand, the amount of the credit balance of this ledger account are written in this column. Now you have to know which balance are now recorded in trial balance. Let's see. Number 1, opening balance of current asset and liabilities. For example, opening cash in hand, opening bank balance, opening debtors, opening creditors. And number 2, closing stationery. And 3, contingent liability. And 4, anticipated assets. Number 5, it's important. Everyone observe it, you pay attention here. Closing stock of goods. While adjusted purchase or cost of goods sold include in trial balances, then closing stock of goods sold will be shown in debit column in trial balance. Here are some short rules for solving short number questions. Number 1, when you will find out the total amount of cost of goods. Here the short formula: opening stock plus net purchase plus purchase related cost minus closing stock, and then revenue expenditure, cost of goods sold plus other indirect expenditure. Here I am going to show some procedure for preparing trial balance. Okay, here first side is debit and then credit side. The ledger balances which are written on the debit side of trial balance. Number 1, all the assets. That means all types of assets. Number 1, all the assets. That means all types of assets like land, building, machinery, furniture, investment, debtors, receivable, goodwill, etc. And then all expenses: purchase, wages, opening stock, salary, advertisement, rent, commission, repairs, office expenses, depreciation, bad debts, and discount allowed. And then expenses paid in advance. Which expense paid in advance? Salaries paid in advance, wages paid in advance, rent paid in advance. Is treated as an asset as become the rent paid in advance is treated as the assets as becomes the future benefit will come from that type of advance payment. And then accrued income. For example, interest accrued on investment, commission accrued, rent received is treated as an asset as become the amount realized in future. And others items will become also sales return, loan allowed, and drawing. On the other side, that means credit side, and number 1, all liabilities comes here: creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft, loan, etc. And then all types of income and profits: sales, interest received, discount received, interest on investment, etc. And then outstanding expense and earned income. Advance rent income, advance consultation fee is treated as a liability as because the future service is to be provided. Reserves created by profit: reserve for bad and doubtful debts, general reserve, reserve for discount on debtors, and also other items: purchase, return, and capital. Here I am going to show some example. Here how can we solve it? How the disagreement of both sides of trial balance can be solved. Example 1. Following ledger balance on 31st March 2017 got from the accounts book of Mamun Traders. Cash 1,90,000, capital 1 lakh, sales 60,000, debtors 9,000, purchase 20,000, salary 3,000, house rent expense 7,000, wages expense 2,000. Now you have to prepare a trial balance on 30 March 2017. Look here the format, and at first you have to write the organization name. Here's the organization name is Mamun Traders, and then trial balance, and then 31st 2017. First column is serial number. You put the serial number. Number 1, cash. It indicates asset, that means it will go debit side, 1,90,000, and then capital. It is go, and then capital. It is liabilities, that means it will go credit side. And sales credit 60,000, sundry debtors debit 9,000, purchase it's an expense, that means debit 20,000, salary expense 3,000, house rent 7,000, wages expense 2,000. And then you have to calculate the total amount of this trial balance. And here the debit side and credit side. The total amount of debit side is 1,60,000 and the total amount of credit balance is 1,60,000. When the amount of both sides is equal, that means your trial balance is correct. Now I am giving you some short homework. Here the first question is definition of tile balance, and then how many columns in a format of tile balance, and then tell the prime objectives of tile balance. Look, here's a moral. It said a wise man, his name is Alain. Let's see the moral. Success is not permanent and failure is not final. So never stop working after success and never stop trying after failure. So dear students, thanks to all. Stay safe. Goodbye.